How's it going, guys? We are back with another video here, and this video is going to be the best cheap cards, which I consider 20k or less forwards. For this video, I'm going to do a defenseman one coming up actually very soon. Should be maybe even later today or tomorrow, it depends. But we got a lot of players to go through. To me, these are the best ones for their values. They're very, very good, 20k or under. Some of them are really, really real steals in my opinion, but we're going to go into the collection right now, and we're going to go player by player right here. And the first player we're going to talk about is from the Arizona Coyotes, and his name is, you know, the hot dog man, Phil Kessel. Okay, so Phil Kessel right now you can get on the auction house for about maybe like 15k-ish. I mean, it's kind of like his low-end value right now, but definitely less than 20k. So Phil Kessel, the reason why he's so good, his shot is a strong suit, I'd say. For an 83 overall, his shot being 87, 89, 88, 87, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I believe Phil Kessel also, yeah, if you get speedster activated, his speed becomes 91, plus his shot power even gets better with his wrist shot. So I think Phil Kessel is an absolutely amazing card, and he's just one of the better options for 20k or under, in my opinion. He's just great. He just really is a great card. All right, so we're not going to spend too much time on each player, but Kessel's a great one. So we're going to move on to the next one here. From personal experience, this guy is the Carolina Hurricanes' own Teravainen. Okay, Teravainen, let me tell you, he is very good as well, and he's not going to cost you that much either. So if you really have a budget, Teravainen's going for about like 3 to 4k, I'd say. So here's Teravainen. The reason why I like him so much was just, I don't know, it just felt like a really good card. His speed felt better than 85, but also because speedster activated, his shot becomes a little bit better, and he gets more speed. So I mean, again, synergies are a big factor on a lot of cards, but like, say you have Teravainen and Kessel, that's already 2 points to speedster, and that's without even knowing if you have anybody else that has speedster on your team. So I think Teravainen is a great option. I enjoyed using him when I did, so I truly think Teravainen is a great option for you guys. So we're gonna move on to the next one. This is another great option that I found, and I was a little surprised to see how actually good the card was. So here he is. It's going to be the 81 overall Gustav Nyquist. Okay, Nyquist right here is really, really cheap actually. So he's about 2k, and what shocked me is his speed being 85. It's pretty good for an 81 overall card. He's got Thief as well, but doesn't really do much for you. Just stick checking in face-offs. I mean, what the face-off's going to do on a right winger with 60 face-off? I mean, 60 face-off, probably not much. But I like Nyquist's card a lot. His shot's okay. I mean, for an 81 overall, this card is very good. For 2k, it's very, very good. So I recommend Nyquist absolutely to you guys. He's a good card, and I feel like in a lot of NHLs, in HUT, he was really good. So I feel like this is a good NHL for him to be back. So. Alright, so now moving on to another card that I've used and still is on my team to this day. Is going to be from the Detroit Red Wings, the only good player on the Red Wings in this game. Well, maybe you can consider Mantha, I guess, but Dylan Larkin. Okay, so let's search the auction house. What's he going for right now? Larkin is going for about 10 to 12k, it looks like, and I think that's an absolute steal. And the reason why is Larkin has 88 speed, also has 83 face-offs as well. That's fantastic, actually, considering for an 83 overall. Not a lot of cards have good face-offs. I'm also gonna make another video on that soon. Best cards have, you know, the best face-offs right now, because there's not a lot of cards that have a really high-end face-off rating. So Dylan Larkin's one of the better ones right now. I recommend Larkin to you guys. I've had a lot of success with him. He's on my 4th line, and it's amazing to have him on my 4th line because he's a burner. Like, he could be on your 1st line easily, and I wouldn't even call you crazy because he's just that good. So I like Larkin a lot. Then we're going to go over to another team here, and it's going to be from the Minnesota Wild as well. Another card that I was a little shocked to see the stats. It's going to be 82 overall, Mats Zuccarello. Okay, also another card that does not go for that much. He's about 3k, actually one right now for 2k, which is actually a steal. 87 speed. You could even argue this card is, you know, maybe better than even like the Teravainen. Like, I mean, there's a lot of good cheap cards. Like, you gotta just like find them, and I'm helping you guys out with that today. So Zuccarello is absolutely fantastic. I'm a huge fan of this card. With his 87 speed, 83 shot, 82 wrist shot accuracy. Again, for an 82 overall, these are amazing stats. They really are. So if you get shutdown activated, I mean, that's okay. I guess the slap shot accuracy goes goes up, but I mean, not a really essential synergy, I don't think, on this card. It's not going to make him that much better, so, but as it is, I mean, it's a very good card, and I'm just glad that I'm able to make videos and say a 5'8" winger is good, because, you know, previous NHL 20, and I think even 19, you need to have big players. If you don't have big players, you're going to have no success, so it's very good to see that you can actually have smaller players, alright, so that was Zuccarello, alright, we're going to move on to the next one here. It's going to be on the next team, and a card that also I use for a quite a long time is Jonathan Drouin, 82 overall edition. He also does not go for that much on the marketplace currently, about 2K, 2.7 to 3K. 86 speed, absolutely ridiculous. That's very, very good for him. His shot is also in the low 80s, but, I mean, him burning down the wing is really all you need, because he's going to be able to set up players. He's got pretty solid passing as well. So, I mean, yeah, I feel like this is a card that, again, you use him for speed mostly, but he can score you a few goals. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I used him a lot, and I had a lot of success with him. So, he'll get you in good positions to score. I'm a huge fan of this Jonathan Drouin card. Absolutely, guys. Huge fan of it. All right, so moving on to the next one here is going to be from the Nashville Predators. It's going to be good old 83 overall Matt Duchene. Okay, so he's another one that kind of goes for a decent amount, but, you know, 11 to 12K, not crazy. He's 5'11" with 89 speed. 89 speed on an 83 overall card. His shot's also in the low 80s. I mean, you're not going to really have too many of these cards have a high 80 shot, of course, unless they're like McDavid or Ovechkin or Crosby. That's going to be hard to find, but I mean, the fine cards like 83 overall with 89 speed is absolutely fantastic, and to me, a must-have. If you don't have Matt Duchene on your team, especially if you have like a budget team, it makes no sense, because he's really, to me, he's like a perfect budget card. Like, you're getting this for like 10 to 12K. I mean, he's like unbelievable. Like, you could use this card probably into December, even on your fourth line. I truly believe it's a really good card to have. So, yeah, I mean, guys, Duchene, you probably want to get him. So that's just what I'm saying. I mean, he's worth it, all right? So, I know you guys are going to say, you're probably going to say, you're biased, Henreek, you're biased. But I'm really not, because at the end of the day, Jack Hughes is a very, very good option as well. Let's search the auction house. He is going for about, wow, 2K, 1K. That is not a lot. His speed is 88. That is very, very good as well. And another really, really good budget card that's very, very cheap that pretty much anyone can afford just by playing one game of Hut. You can get this card. And he's a fun card to use. Definitely not going to want to play him at center, but I mean, burning down the wing, I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. I need to hire Jack Hughes at some point in the year. I'll definitely be sure to buy him, because I'm sure he's going to be fun to use this year, considering that, you know, speed's obviously a big factor, and you don't need to be, again, 6'10" to you know, have success in this game. So that's Jack Hughes. All right, now we're going to move on to the St. Louis Blues right here. Another card that I use a lot of this year, and a lot of success with him. And I still actually have him in my collection. You guys are a little surprised about this card, but Braden Shen, actually, I've had a really, really good, you know, time with this card. So he's about 3K, and I don't know what it is, but he just played so well for me. His shot's 84 across the board. His speed's 81. I believe I had Speedster activated those, so he's 85 speed when that happened. So I think Speedster might be essential on Shen, but other than that, I mean, he's a good build, 6'1", 200. He's like a very solid center build, but I mean, 70 faceoff's a little sketchy, but other than that, I definitely like this card. I don't know, like, he's had a lot of success for me, so this one I'm biased on a little bit, because I feel like maybe I just got lucky kind of, but no, he had like, guys, he like led my team in points for a while, like by a lot. So yeah, I don't know. I think Shen's pretty good, pretty legit. Okay, so moving on to the last few here, we got Tampa Bay. Sorry, not Toronto. Yikes. We got Tampa Bay going to be Braden Point. Okay, so Braden Point, 84 overall edition. He's close to 20K. He's about 15K right now on the marketplace. And Braden Point excels, of course, with his speed, but his shot's also pretty impressive with 87 wrist shot accuracy. That's definitely a legit shot, definitely a usable shot. Yeah, I mean, I like Braden Point's card. His face-offs are, of course, not somewhere you probably want to play him on center, but listen, I mean, that's okay. He's still a very good card, trust me, guys. He's a fun card to use. And yeah, his speed and his agility, 88. He can definitely get around defenders fairly easily. So I think Braden Point's a legit one. All right, so down to the final two here. We go to the Washington Capitals here. is going to be Evgeny Kuznetsov right now, 84 overall edition. So he goes for almost 20K, about 17 to 20K. And the reason for Kuznetsov also is his speed. 88 speed is very, very good. His wrist shot accuracy being 89 is pretty high in my opinion. I'm a fan of that. I mean, you love to see stats like that. I mean, he's good. He's good. 6'2", 204. His face-off's unusable at center, unfortunately. But definitely a good winger to have, I definitely would say. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty fair price because that's definitely, that's more of the, you know, you're paying a lot for that. I feel like you get maybe 2 or 3 of these other cards I've suggested for that same value. But if you have a lot of coins and feel like, hey, you know, maybe I could use them, that's a good card for you. Then for the final card from the Winnipeg Jets, it is going to be 82 overall Nikolai Ehlers, okay? And what is he going for on the marketplace currently? He is going for about 3 to 4K. And now Ehlers is the card I used for a very long time as well. 87 speed. If you get howitzer activated, his shot gets better, and also his speed does, plus his agility. Definitely a synergy you would love to get activated. Not essential on this card, but definitely you would like to get it activated. I'm a huge fan of Ehlers' card, as I use him quite a bit this year as well. So, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe. If you're new to the channel here, follow me on Twitch, Henreek. Of course, follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, Henreek with 3 E's. Join the Discord to talk to me, followers, and subscribers of the channel. Retweet that tweet on Twitter, guys. Doing the NHL 21 giveaway on Xbox. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, guys.